My first book, Adventures Against Their Will, and which is now published in Czech, is an interesting story because I made the decision quite early in the process. When I decided to write this book, it's about 7 of the letter writers, and it was really kind of a examine of the human heart of each of these letter writers, and it was learning what they faced and trying to relate that to people. And I decided that I would go first with that story versus my father's epic tale, which is going to be in My Dear Boy and published by Potomac Books in 2018, in the fall of 2018. So this was back in I started writing it in 2008, and by 2012, it was completed. I had a very fine editor in New York City that I hired, Alice Peck, who really helped me along the way in creating a proper storyline, because I had so many stories I wanted to cover, and so it was more than just editing. She was kind of a helper in creating what turned out to be a compelling story on each of the people. And along the way, in interest of getting the book out in a timely fashion, I decided to publish myself. So I did find people that could help me in the design of the book, both the cover and the interior, and I have a lot of graphics that go with my book, and I hope they will be the same in the Potomac book of My Dear Boy, because they really are important treasures that were saved from that time period of my father's life. So eventually I received what is a galley, which most writers become familiar with. And it really is a seminal moment when you receive this, because it's kind of what the book's going to look like, but not quite to the book form. And you can then review it one more time, see how it's laid out. But you can also use it at that point to go for testimonials, to go, to introduce it to people that might, as an example, sponsor your book launch, which I did. I found a sponsor who liked the message and who when I launched it at our Orlando City Hall with the mayor there and a big festival kind of atmosphere. And again, it happened to be National Volunteer Month, and we kind of got the idea of people that are really doing great things in the community and volunteering and changing lives. So we made the storyline sort of go with it. So I learned a lot in the first process, and now I've got Potomac Books. I had to get a literary agent and go through that whole process to make that happen. His name's Steve Harris. He did a wonderful job for me, and he's still kind of prodding me to do all the things that need to be done now to get the book out, and he's an excellent agent. But that's a whole nother process now. It's sort of turned over to Potomac and what they do. They have sent the manuscript off to a peer reviewer, so I'll get a critique of it very soon and figure out how they felt about it. So it's a process that we all go through, but you learn a lot, and publishing changes all the time nowadays, and certainly ebooks. And I won the Global eBook Award for Best Biography of 2013, which is a great honor. And this time I hope to go for many other awards, particularly in the educational field.